Hello, bit of a different video today, but I kind of forced myself into this, so this is Paint the Town Red. If you don't know what it is very popular on YouTube 6 years ago. Basically, you load into a level, either the scenarios in the base game or the player-made levels, which is most of the game, and kill everyone. That's it. Now you can pick up pretty much anything around the map to kill people with. Chairs, bottles, plates, knives, guns, you get it. But for some reason, I decided to beat all 5 scenarios in the game without using anything as a weapon. Technically the title is a lie because I'm allowed to kick, but come on. The levels won't be ordered how they are in the game, but instead from easiest to hardest. Real quick, rules. This is a very simple challenge, but I thought I should mention it. Rule 1. No picking things up and hitting people with it. Obviously. Rule 2. Never mind, that's it. Although there are things I should mention. First of all, Pirate Cove day and night are the same level. Secondly, I'm allowed to use Shockwave and Berserk since Shockwave doesn't really do damage and Berserk is still punching and kicking. But I'm not allowed to use Smite since it is a targeted attack which isn't punching or kicking. Anyway, let's do this. The disco was somehow the easiest level, and the quickest, only taking about 10 minutes and a single try. I'm guessing it's because it was the last level I did, so I had a lot of practice already, but I still expected it to take the longest, since it doesn't have any sort of environmental dangers, and it's very closed off. Although I did have a little strategy that helped a lot. In case you were mad about me being allowed to use Berserk, I am not going to kick the bosses to death. All round, this was just a very easy level and there's nothing to say about it, so let's just simply move on to the next easiest. Yeah, get used to that, that's pretty much the entire level. Yeah, so the only reason this took any time at all is because I died to my own stupidity an ungodly amount. I truly think I was going insane at this point because of just how many times I had died to absolutely nothing. Like truly, this took 30 minutes purely because I'm too brain dead to not dive head first into the ocean. By the way, through the whole challenge, I'm usually picking up someone's weapon after I kill them just to throw it away. This is just to stop other people from picking it up because I don't want to take more damage from people hitting me, and also some weapons are really hard to not get hit by, so it just helps. To be fair, a lot of the time I accidentally hit someone with it, but about 90% of the time they're already dead, so I plead the fifth. This is another really good thing about this map, is the campfire, which allowed me to kill the boss very easily. Because without Berserk, I just can't kill the bosses on the other maps. It is simply just impossible. call me a pussy for doing the back and forth constantly, but this would have sucked. So eventually I did manage to not kill myself, but I couldn't find the last person for a while. And I did find this though. I did eventually find her though. So I definitely expected this one to be the easiest, and although it was, apart from the disco, it definitely would have been quicker than the disco if I wasn't a fucking moron. But in my defense, this was the first level I did, so I had no practice, unlike the disco where I had all the practice. But anyway, let's move on to the next level. So the biker bar is next, and this one was both one of the easiest and one of the worst levels I did. This is purely due to the strategy I used to beat it, which did make it go quicker because I died like once, but also it was just so boring. Basically, I just stand on the top of the bar thing, and then jump over, kick someone off, and then go down and finish them off. And then repeat for almost an hour. Fucking kill me. Now I did try this level a bit before I started the challenge, because it's the first level on the loading screen, so it's the first level I tried, and I did it off camera. So I had died a few times and had a tiny bit of practice. But I didn't die once after I started the camera. It's just a really long single attempt, so there's not really anything to say about it. So, I don't know, just enjoy the music, I guess. So I lied. In fact, it's so much worse than one really long attempt. It's two incredibly, excruciatingly long attempts. Yeah, so this one was really, really boring and just filled with absolutely nothing. But still, it didn't take nearly as long as the next one. So, yeah, let's do the next one. So the saloon is next, and only took about an hour, which makes the jump from this to the last one seem even more insane. I really didn't have a strategy for this one. I just kind of ran around kicking people in the face and trying not to die, and it worked perfectly. Almost. The sheer amount of times I was able to just stand still entirely safely in only this level, none of the others, is really weird. As with most of these levels, not much happens from here, and the music just ended, so, you know, I thought it was a appropriate time to mention. I spent £8 buying the soundtrack for Paint the Town Red on Steam just for this video, and I want more use out of it, so I'm just going to show you some more songs, because it's a very unique soundtrack, and I love it. And then there are obviously all the themed ones, which are also very good, so enjoy! So despite being the second longest level, the saloon was also the one I enjoyed the most, and I'm not entirely sure why. I just kind of had more fun with it. And if you found that time lapse too long, good luck, because the next level is 2.5 times longer than this. This was easily the longest 2.5 hours of my entire life, and since each attempt took around 20 minutes, this was just agony. So this was a little bit of a dilemma, whether I'm allowed to use the shield since it's picking something up and using it, but I did allow it since I'm not hitting people with it, and I really needed it. The guy with the machete could pretty much one-shot me without it. Yeah, this happened a lot. So yeah, after a shit ton of attempts and countless ones that ended just like that, I don't know what happened. I just did the same thing and it worked this time. So yeah, sit back and enjoy this winning attempt. It took so long. Fuck.